Good morning, guys. So I was out walking the dog this morning. It's early, like 6 a.m. by the way. But I was out walking the dog, and I was looking around the truck, and I was looking around the RV, making sure everything's good, nobody tampered with anything. And I'm looking at this light bar, right? This is our external tow bar for the brake lights and blinkers, if you're new here. And I'm like, oh crap. Eventually, we're going to be towing our ATV. And in order to do that, with this 5.5-foot truck bed, the tailgate is going to have to be down. And the rear wheels are going to be sitting a little bit on the tailgate. I can't lower the tailgate with this bar in the way. Wow. I can't believe it took me this long. We've had this truck about a week, and it just dawned on me. What I'm probably gonna have to do is get those external lights that like people use when they tow a car, like tow trucks and stuff, and they'll throw those two little external lights on. I'm probably gonna have to mount them somewhere and just pull that tow bar out and not use that. The only thing I can think of, at least. The thing that sucks about that, though, I'm gonna have to see how I can mount it, is they're magnetic. This truck is aluminum. The whole entire truck is aluminum. With the exception of the bumper. The bumper is metal. So I'm gonna have to see how I can mount them. I didn't want to like put anything on the paint because I don't want it to scratch. But the bumper is metal, so the issue too though is once the tailgate's down, even if I mounted the lights to the bumper, I don't know if you'd see it that well. I want to make sure it's very visible. Alright, I'm gonna get the lights and then we'll play with it. I'm sure we'll figure something out. Anyway, today's Saturday. We are 4 hours from home base right now. There is a tropical storm possibly gonna turn into a Category 1 hurricane, and it's legit supposed to pass right over my home base, which is kind of a rare occurrence actually. We are in a low area of hurricanes, so it's not too often we get hit. So we'll see what happens. They're still saying it could move, it could shift. Either way, I'm gonna get back to home base. I don't know if we're gonna stay at home base during the storm because my whole home base is wooded, and I don't need any trees falling on the RV, on the brand new truck, on us. So I gotta see. We might just be knocking out at a Love's the next night because it's not supposed to come till tomorrow night around 8 o'clock is when it's really supposed to hit us, I think, at its like peak. So we'll see. I'm gonna make some coffee. We're gonna hit the road. It's a 4-hour ride, but of course it's gonna be longer than that because we don't do the speed limit. It'll probably be closer to like 5.5 by the time we gas up. And we usually stick to around like 62 miles an hour, so it takes us a little longer to get everywhere, but we get there safe, and that's all that matters. Anyway, let me get in the RV, and we'll hit the road, and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Well, guys, we are officially home, and summer has taken over the property here, because before I left, I mowed everything, weed whacked everything. It was nice and neat, and now it's just all overgrown, so I'm going to pull out the lawnmower out of our storage container and clean this up before I back the RV in, because the RV goes right back there. While I was gone, somebody, it's so hot, somebody mowed our front yard. And I mean, I'm friendly with the neighbors, but I mean, I didn't know I was that friendly with them. But yeah, it's mowed. It looks like it's freshly mowed too, like somebody just did it. I don't know. I'll have to find out who did that. All right, let me open up the storage container and get to work because it's going to rain here soon. All right, guys, we are making some headway. Started cleaning this. I did this first because there's a storm coming. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but there is. Got this tropical storm coming in, so we're trying to hustle. It's not supposed to be until tomorrow, but I'm trying to, you know, just do as much as I can. Pull the ATV out. Sam won the bet. Did we tell them about that?
No.
We had a bet. I said it wasn't going to start because I forgot to disconnect the battery before we left 5 months ago. Sam said it would start. Well, it started on the in a split second. Like I started it 2 seconds ago. It was crazy. So that's running good. Pulled that right out. Did some weed whacking because when I started the lawnmower, I think the carb was a little gunked up, even though I put ethanol-free fuel in and I put
stabilizer.
Yeah, like stabilizer in it before we left, but obviously that didn't help. So it took quite a few pulls. It would start and then it would die, start and die. If I kept pumping the primer and pumping fuel into the carb, it would run. Finally, I lifted it up and I dropped it on the floor from about a foot. And I think that actually helps because it kind of loosens up whatever gunk is in the carb, because the next time I pulled it, it started and ran. So if you're ever in a pinch and you need your lawnmower to start right away to get your truck and RV in, just throw it 50 feet and then start it, and it should start. But yeah, I got this done. Probably gonna try to weed whack this stuff real quick. And, you know, because I like my property looking presentable, if I can help it. My wood pile fell.
Come here.
We have a huge, well, to me it's a huge wood pile. I know some people have like cords and cords of wood, but my big wood pile was nice and neat, and I guess the wind knocked it over. Ooh, I just saw a big lightning. All right, let me finish up here and put some stuff away because I don't want anything to get wet. All right, damn, this humidity is killing me today. Just got back from Walmart. We did a pickup order. You know, you order everything online and they bring it out to you. It's fantastic. You don't have to step inside Walmart. You don't have to deal with the people of Walmart. And it just makes everything super, super simple. Oh my God. Okay, so I also stopped at the gas station, got 2 5-gallon gas cans full of gas. You know, since we're going to be here for a couple days and with the storm coming, just want to make sure we're good to go. There was no lines or anything. It's not going to be a crazy storm. It's not a hurricane, and we're kind of inland, so it's not going to be too bad, but I think it is going to get a little breezy, and we're going to get some rain. But I like to be prepared. Come on, Lens. Bear with me. Anyway, I showed you guys this firewood before it fell over, you know, while we were out. So I'm going to restack that real quick and try to recover it before we get all this rain. It looks pretty dried out. It looks pretty good. And I mowed this whole area. That way we can keep all the weeds down. I weed whacked around the storage container over here. And we are looking pretty good. So let me stack this up and then back with you guys. Oh yeah, all buttoned up, all restacked. Eventually I might make some kind of stand to help support it. I don't know, I guess the wind occasionally knocks it over. Sam got a nice little fire going to help with the bugs. It's warm out now, so all the mosquitoes are here, and you know, with all the vegetation and stuff, they are swarming. But running a fire really helps. Whew, that was the workout. We're gonna go run to the post office. Haven't checked my P.O. box in like 5-6 months, so I'm sure it's loaded with junk mail. So we're gonna go check it, make sure I'm not missing out on any $1 million checks or anything. And then we'll get back and we're just gonna kind of hunker down and see what tomorrow brings, guys. I don't know, but I'll probably check back in with you guys in the morning sometime. Whew. Sorry for the fog, guys. I'm running out here trying to show you guys what it looks like. So this is the day where the storm is actually supposed to hit. I guess we're in the middle of it now. You can kind of see the trees moving pretty good. Sometimes they blow like scary good, like real good. And luckily, they don't have too much over the RV. It's pretty open, but obviously there are trees, you know, around it. But knock on wood, you know, I mean, a couple pine cones hit the top of the roof and stuff. The truck is covered in crap. But so far so good, knock on wood. I think it's going to be like this in the majority of the day. It's just going to be super rainy. But just going to hang out. I'm actually going to run to the post office later. I went yesterday thinking, no, 2 days ago, thinking I had the key on me, my post office box, and I didn't. Because when we sold the car, the key was attached to that car key, and I had taken it off, and I forgot to put on a new key. So yeah, wasted that trip. Man, this lens is bad. So today I'm gonna go pick all that stuff up. There's probably a ton of mail. Actually, there is a ton of mail in there.
Everything is still, it's still breezy. It's supposed to be bad tonight. Last night it was pretty rough. We had to put the slide in while we were out walking the dogs. We heard, this keeps fogging up. We heard one of the trees on the other property crack. So we got a little nervous with that. But like I said, I packed everything up in case we just had to roll out. So that mess that's in front of the RV, ignore that. That was everything that was either attached to it or near it. And I didn't want to have to worry about that if we had to roll out. I want to just be able to back up the truck, bring the RV, and then just go. But with how bad the winds were, we were just going to have to bring the truck and just stay at a Love's gas station or something.
All right, guys, we made it out of the storm. Look over there. It's the sun and blue skies. Wasn't too bad. A little rocky. Not much, though. Really not much.
I think the trees really blocked us from the wind.
Yeah, so we're all surrounded by trees all the way around, but if you walk down to the road over there during the storm, it was super windy. We did see the tops of the trees swaying and stuff. Made me a little nervous, but we did all right. A couple little things fell on the roof, little pine cones, little sticks and stuff, but nothing we can't handle.
We're really lucky. Nothing bad happened.
Oh, you guys are fogging up a little bit. I'm trying here. It's very humid here.
Yeah, it rained.
Guys,
Milo, leave it.
Today we are going to show you this tent. We want to send a shout out. Let me open this up. Okay, here. I guess it's Dear for Me. I hope I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not. They were kind enough to send us out a tent that they have that they want to show us. So today I'm going to unbag it for you, set it up. We'll run through all the features, and we'll see what this tent has to offer. Sam and I have actually been wanting a tent for a while.
We've been talking about it for a while, and
yeah.
It just worked out that this company reached out to us.
Yeah, we really want to get back into tent camping now and then. You know,
in the fall and winter months.
Yeah, I'm spoiled now with the RV and all the tech and all the features and stuff, but you know, we started out camping in a tent like most people, and it's just nice, especially in the fall. But let's open it up, Sam. Let's see what we got. All right, guys, so right out of the bag, this is what the tent looks like. They include some poles, and they do include a bag of what I'm guessing are spikes, maybe some rope in there. We'll find out in a second. I'm actually going to move this stuff out of the way. That way we can unroll this tent or open it up. It looks to be like a Instant Up, how it kind of unfolds. All right, guys, so we're starting to open it up here. This looks like this is the top.
So do we have to walk on it to open it?
No, we're not going to walk on it. I got to see where the poles are. Okay, so I think these poles, yeah, this pops out from the inside. Let me do it and I'll get back to you guys in a second. Hold on. All right, so I did the first two sides. It's kind of hard to hold the camera and do it, but I'm gonna have Sam do it now. So you just grab these pull cords. Here, I'll hold it, Sam, go ahead.
Yeah, you're gonna need two people to do this.
And you just pull it out.
Remember, this is the top part. So right now it's on its side.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
No?
Nope.
This isn't the top?
That's the top because the pole is on the top. Yeah. They all pop out. All the sides pop out. All right, guys. So she is officially up. So basically to set it up, you kind of just pull on the three sides. You pull this one out, and then the two other sides are the same. This side is a little different because this is the entrance right here. So this can zip down and close, or you can lift it up, and I'm going to show you guys once it's all set, but I'm just trying to give you guys an idea. This goes out like this, and it's an awning.
Which I love that.
That is awesome. And then it has its own separate door with a screen. Let me get the tent poles, and we'll set this up.
And you can roll this up, too.
Yeah, right. If it's very windy or snowy or whatever your environmental situation is, you can just roll it up, get it out of the way. That way you don't damage it or lose it, just like an RV awning.
So there's a certain pole you have to use to put this awning up. So look for the ones that have the little tip on it. And then we just do the string with the tent pole spike into the ground.
All that is provided. So you get the spikes, you got the guy lines and everything. They give you the poles. It's really nice. I like it because you can, you know, set your little chair up out here. Maybe not stay in the sun and beam up.
Or put your shoes outside and not have to worry about it getting wet.
Right. Next we're going to throw on the canopy. The canopy is what helps you stay dry.
Should we show them what it looks like inside without the canopy?
Yeah, let's take a look real quick. So this is a huge tent. I don't know how many people I'd say you could fit in here. With gear and everything, I'd probably say
3 of the most?
3, yeah, probably 3 or 4. I'm not sure how many it's rated for, I'll put it down below, but I would say, personally, comfortably, about 3 or 4 people. So you got all this. You got a nice hang thing so you can hang your lanterns or your fans or whatever. Nice big view of the sky, so at night you can see all the stars. Looks good. And that's, of course, if you didn't put the tarp on.
Yeah.
If you put the canopy top on, you're obviously not going to see anything but orange.
What I like about this tent too is all these sides, and look, you could still let light in, and you don't have to worry about letting any bugs in.
Right, so this
really
one
nice.
is not a screen, it's like a plastic. Whereas these, I think, are these screens? Let's see.
Yeah, those are screens.
Yes, these are screens. So you have the option to close it or keep it open. Same thing with these, and then it has this big one right here. So you can definitely let a ton of natural light in. That's really nice. Really nice.
And I like that every corner has a thing for let wind in, and then plus the door has a screen too to let wind in. And then you have 2 pockets.
Look at all the
very
pockets.
large pockets.
These things are huge. You could put a ton of stuff in that.
That's really good. It's nice to have.
Wow. Now this would be tighter if I staked it all down. I'm not going to stake it all down right now, but this would be a lot neater on the ground. It'd be more tight. You wouldn't see so many wrinkles. Yeah. It'd probably be a little bigger actually too.
What I was worried about is like feeling like this thing, like on the other side, that hardness, because I don't know if it's on the bottom part.
No,
too.
I don't think it is.
So that's how you'll know when it's the bottom. You won't feel that.
It's quite easy to tell the top because the top already has a pre-inserted, you know,
screen
pole in it already.
Yeah.
A pole running across. Right, plus you'll see the screen on the top.
And there's a pocket right there, which is nice, and there's a pocket on the other side as well.
Wow.
So you got a lot of
Put
room.
it in your pocket, never let it... Okay.
I'd say maybe a queen size for 2 people. A king would probably take up the whole tent.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's get the top on. Let's see how it looks. All right, guys, she is officially set up. This was my first time doing it. To figure out where everything went, and the instructions are they're a little iffy. But to set it up for the first time took me about 15-20 minutes to really figure out where the poles go, how to pull it up, how to, you know, run the poles in there and everything.
I'll show you what poles we're talking about.
Yeah.
So right over here, there's a pole.
Let me come over here.
Which is nice because air will go underneath here.
Right.
And then also on the sides, it comes
But
with...
we didn't see this. I just don't want to. We didn't see this at first. So you got to make sure the pole slides into that thing and then it hooks into these corners. Okay.
And then on the sides, it has a little thing that you can lift it up, so air is coming in all throughout every corner of the tent.
So if it's really bad weather, you could take this off and
just let it sit down.
And just let it kind of sit down, I guess. But if it's really nice out, you can. I don't know. Does that make much of a difference?
Perch it up.
Maybe.
No,
maybe
not
a little.
really. With these corners, not really. It's still about the same.
Yeah.
And then inside, you have to put 2.
3.
3 actually, yeah. So we did this one that supports the walls.
Now
on
I
each
didn't
side.
tighten this in. You're supposed to tie it to here.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of setting it up just to show you guys because I'm going to break it down after this.
And then one that goes across to give it more support, and then another one that goes down.
Right. These were a little tricky. I found that I had to, because there's a lot of tension on this. It's, you know, as a wall support. I had to take this out, slip it in there, and then kind of shimmy it in there. I did notice I have one tear right here, unfortunately. That kind of stinks, but it's not the end of the world. It's just on a pocket. It's not like it's a screen or anything.
I mean, you're going to be tent camping too. You're going to, most likely you're not going to be glamping. You're going to be in a rough spot. Stuff's going to happen. Your gear is going to
that's true.
Tear things up.
That's true. So I was looking through the brochure they sent me. Not the brochure. That sounds old. I sound like I'm from like 1960s reading out of a Sears catalog. But online it gives you all the specs. It says it's a 4 to 6 person tent.
4, yeah.
4 it would be probably max, especially with all your gear and stuff if you're going to go on like a longer trip. Let me see. I'm going to read. So it says there's a resistant to bad weather, water resistant floor, tent fabric, waterproofing is 210D waterproof Oxford fabric. Let's see, anti-mosquito. I'm just reading this off the website because you know.
We just got this.
Yeah, I can't remember it all. Sorry, guys. So the weight of this thing in the bag is 28 pounds. So it's actually quite heavy for a tent. This isn't a tent, obviously, that you'd go like backpacking with or on a long hike into your campsite with.
I mean, you guys saw how big the box is.
Yeah.
The bag is.
This is something where if you can take your truck or your SUV and roll into the campsite right up to your site, then this would be ideal.
Yeah.
Let's see. So it says it has 6 screen windows. It's kind of conflicting because it says it fits 4 people, but then up top it says spacious tent for 4 to 6 people. So I don't really know. Again, I wouldn't put more than 4 people in here comfortably. It says it has 61 square feet of floor space. It is a big tent. It's very spacious in here. Now, I'm not the tallest guy in the world. I'm like 5'4", maybe on a good day. And I probably have another foot or so. So somebody who's like 6'4" would be rubbing their heads.
Oh yeah, you can't fit in here.
Anybody under 6 foot though, I think would be more than enough space. When you say
5'9" would hit.
5'9"?
Yeah.
All right.
I think like 5'6", 5'7" is pushing it a little bit.
Okay. So yeah, so that's kind of all the specs on it. It's pretty nice. It's a nice tent. I'm definitely going to use it. I appreciate them sending it out to me. I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description below, along with a 15% off coupon that you guys can use if you're interested. I really like it because, like,
I'm going to let the dogs out to get their reaction.
So this took me about 15-20 minutes to set up. If I had to reset this up right now, I'd probably have the whole thing set up in under 5 minutes, easily. Now that I know where all the poles go and, you know, I'm not missing anything, yada yada, all that stuff. So under 5 minutes, I'd say, is more realistic. It says 60 seconds. 60 seconds, I think, is more to just open the tent up, pop the sides out, and all that stuff. What do you guys think? Do you guys approve? Go ahead, go in there. Wow.
What is that?
Milo, look. Look at this tent. Check this tent out.
Whoa.
No? Look, come here, Milo. Let's see if I go if he goes. What do you think? You guys approve? Okay, so it's dog approved. Now the flooring, this is very, very thin. This is not heavy duty by any means. I'd say it's probably the same thickness as the wall. So you may want to get, which would be a good idea, a tarp on the bottom. And if you camp with pets, I would definitely put some kind of thicker tarp on the floor in here. That way their nails don't go through it, because if it starts to rain really heavy, you're going to start getting water in the tent.
Or if they notice about a storm that's just passing by, at least if they have an accident, it's on the tarp and not on the actual tent.
That's true. But you shouldn't leave your dog in the tent by itself.
No, I'm saying if we're there and you can't.
Oh, and they get scared or whatever? Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I always carry, you know, tarps in the RV. I would take them on a trip, even if I did a tent. But really nice tent. I really like it. I like how vibrant the color is. They offered, I believe, a few different colors. But I don't know, I just really like the orange. Sam made a good point, though, that this is going to get dirty the more you camp.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could wash it, wipe it down, but the orange, bright color is definitely going to get you a dirtier tent much quicker. I think Milo approves. Cody, do you like it?
He was looking out the window.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, guys, again, I really appreciate them sending this out. Deer for Me is the name. Again, I'm going to put the link down below. You guys can check it out. It kind of looks like an ice fishing tent to me, with the exception of it doesn't have a hole in the bottom. I guess you could put one. I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah. We're going to see how it looks at night, because I would love to be able to take this off while camping and just look at the stars at night.
Yeah.
So we're going to come in here at night and we're going to see the stars.
Yeah, I'll get back to you guys once night falls.
We really wanted to show you what it looked like at night with the clear top and looking at the stars and stuff, because the stars are absolutely beautiful where we are. Nice, clean, non-polluted skies. But I don't know if you guys can hear it. There's a rainstorm. And the dogs aren't too happy about it, and they're jumping on my nice clean clothes that we just washed. So unfortunately we can't show that part, but we'll post a picture up above of what they have. And we hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. We're gonna end it here, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.